Hello YouTubers, let me give you an explanation of what you're looking at. That's a 32 by 32 inch square box. It is 5 1/4 inches deep. What I have in there is this pipe here is 1 inch diameter. I bought a roll for $39, a 100-foot roll. There is a 100-foot roll in coils, wrapped up in a coil there, wound up in there, good and tight, packed in there. And I put screws in the wood to hold the coil down out the outsides and wired the coil together in there. Put the whole 100-foot in there, and then I mixed up grout, concrete grout, with a dark pigment color, and I poured it with grout, black grout. Now, I'm gonna step over to the side so you see my construction just a little bit. You can see that I've only got like 1/4 inch on the back of that, so that's not very good. And if you laid this thing down, that 1/4 inch would lose a lot of heat. So I put that 1/4 inch on there, and then I got a sample of this stuff here, which is 3/4 inch thick. It's white on one side, it's aluminum on the other side. I put a sheet of that with aluminum foil up, so any heat that hits back to the aluminum foil should reflect the heat back out to give it an extra insulative value. The reason these are on here is just handles so I can move this around. I left those are actually handles I put on this. So there's 100 foot of black 1 inch pipe in there. To figure how much volume that is by itself, that would be radius squared times pi times the length of the tube. So basically, if you do that math, it's 4 gallons of water that will contain. Now there's no glass over that right now. Right here I have I don't know if you can see that, I got a sheet of plexi, which is not going to hold up, I'm sure, to the amount of heat, although the plexiglass says it won't auto combust till 800 and is good in applications up to a couple hundred. I really don't think it's going to hold up. I'm going to have a piece of glass cut. I had the piece of plastic on there, and the concrete's not fully cured, and it heated up and started condensating pretty good. So I took the glass down, or took the glass off, to avoid it from just getting completely wet. Today's a 40-degree day. I'm going to be doing further recordings on this, but it's a 40-degree day. It's mostly overcast, and that surface right there with no glass on it at present is 80 degrees. So it's a 40-degree temperature increase on the concrete. Now, idea is the concrete warms up faster than the water does. I know there's lots of guys out there that are building these that are just using the coil and not using the concrete. And I don't know that the concrete's going to work better. I have a theory, and this is my theory, or just a theory. And the theory is the concrete will warm up quickly and won't absorb as much heat, and will transfer it into the water, and will actually cause the water to heat up quickly. Now the rest of these water heaters don't have any thermal mass to them. This is a water heater with some rock thermal mass, and I'm going to be testing it and giving you some readouts over the next few weeks, and let you know how these passive solar water heaters work encased in concrete. As I started doing this, I did notice that there's some guys on YouTube that have some products out that you actually lay your patio or your front steps in block, and they have some styrofoam blocks that allow for water to run through them, or spaces for pipes they have spaces in them that allow you to run pipe through it, so you can run water underneath your patio or underneath your sidewalk, and use that itself as passive solar. And I thought that was great, but everybody knows that glass has a solar magnification coefficient, and if you set it on the proper degree angle, then it's going to absorb even more heat. Well, and for a little math for you, there's about 1,000 watts in a square yard of sunlight striking the ground. So that's almost 3 foot by 3 foot. So in theory, that should be about a 1,000-watt heater. We'll see. I will today I just got it together, and I will be giving you readouts on this. I'll call this part 1 and be part 2 coming up. If any of you guys have tried this already, just leave me a comment, suggestions. I'm just learning here. Thanks for watching though.